Good evening. I'm High School Principal Mark Smithberger, and welcome to our Senior Scholarship Evening. This is such a great night to be a part of the school community because we get to honor our top seniors, and we get to show what a great community we have and the generosity you guys as a community have towards our students. So as I have some brief remarks now to make sure I recognize certainly Mr. Draves, who's here this evening from our superintendent. Give a round of applause, please. I know we have at least 2 board members here tonight, so board members, please stand to be recognized. Yes, there's one. And one back there, yes. Thank you for your service. And now I want to talk about our seniors here for a few moments. Tonight we have 164 scholarships being given out to some of the best seniors this district and this school has ever produced. And we're so proud of them. They're here tonight for a variety of reasons, but the common theme is they are really good at school, they work really hard, and make really great choices. Let's give them a round of applause. This community is unbelievably generous. I know Dr. Urbansal is going to talk about how much money we were giving out here. I've had the privilege of working in a few different districts, different high schools. Our high school is giving out the most local scholarship money I've ever seen. That's a tribute to the people in this community who care about our kids, care about our schools, and it's such a great gift for me to see as a principal how open we are and caring, and for our students to see the effort we put into making sure that college and post-secondary education is a little easier for our students. Because those of us in this room who get to pay for college sometimes, or still paying for college sometimes, like this guy, it's understandable how much it costs to make this happen. And to have the generosity that our community does, thank you. Let's give them a round of applause, please. You guys are such role models for us. You model philanthropy, you model giving, the ability to work hard and to share with others, and it's such a great example for our students. And my challenge for our students, guys, is tonight you are getting something. And with that gift comes some responsibility. You have to take it and do the right thing at college with it, or tech school, wherever you're heading to. Because they're trusting you to be outstanding when you get there. So that's step 1 of this. You have to do the right thing when you get to college. You've done the right thing your entire time here. We know you can do that. But the bigger challenge is someday we want you in these seats, giving back to future students. So tonight, you're being paid, you're being rewarded, and in 15, 20 years, I want you guys paying that back. I want you guys to be the citizens we have in front of us tonight, and that is your challenge. And it is a challenge I know you're capable of, I know you'll accept, because there'll be future generations of Titans who need someone to help them out as well. And they're going to hear from people tonight, and a common theme here is it's this community, alumni of this district, paying it forward, or paying it back to you guys. So give me a round of applause as students, please. As officially starting the evening, I'm going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you would please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I am pleased to turn the presentation over to Dr. Dawn Urbansal for her portion of the evening, as well as to start the presentation of scholarships. Dr. Urbansal.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming. Before we begin, I want to thank Mrs. Stephanie Kronika, who pretty much did everything that it takes to make this scholarship happen right from the start, gathering the students' information and working with all the donors. You're going to see a lot of moving parts. She assembled a lot of pieces of certificates and things like that in a folder for the students, and it took a lot of time. So I want to thank her. I know she's running around, and actually, Stephanie, you can just step in here. Mrs. Kronika, step in here and let us give you a round of applause. I've been pretty hands-off on this year, and I'm really appreciative of all her work. It's been a real pleasure to work with your students. I worked with them just pretty much most of them this year, although a few of them were my students when they were freshmen, and I got to know them a little bit more this year. But it's been a pleasure working with them face to face. It was a lot harder the last couple of years to get applications and all the information to the students when we were remote. So I was really excited that this group had an opportunity to have a normal high school experience for the last year, because nothing else about their high school has been normal. And I think that actually is going to work to their benefit in the long run, because I've noticed that they're more independent and they persevere more than other groups that I've worked with over the 31 years I've been in education. So I do think while they've had to endure a lot, I think it's going to make them stronger, and I think they're going to finish. And the value of college comes when you finish. So hopefully they don't just start and then find an obstacle and quit, and that's what the message that I hope I've imparted to them over the last couple years working with them. If you finish, it's worth it. So I want to congratulate the scholars and the families, because we know that it takes more than one student to make a student attend high school every day and do the things that these people that raise the money are recognizing. So thank you to the families and students. Why don't you give your families a round of applause for the help? I also know from working in some of the groups that are recognized here on the stage as the presenters that they also have endured a couple really hard years of trying to get fundraisers together and all that scholarship application stuff online instead of in piles of paper. So their perseverance is definitely valued by all of us here. We were worried when COVID happened that there would be some scholarships that fell away, and instead we gave many, many scholarships. You'll see I noted it in the program when we had a new one. So thank you to all of our presenters and your groups. Tonight we're giving out 164 scholarships. Our first presenter is Tammy Wozniak-Smith, and she will present the Susan Carver Memorial Scholarships.
Thank you. So just like at a wedding when only the bride and groom know what's supposed to happen, I want you to know this entire line of people, I led to the entirely wrong area. We were standing behind the stage waiting for something to happen. And it's not good when Stephanie Chronicle calls your phone, where are you guys? So we ended up in the right spot, so that's good. Good evening to everybody. I am honored to represent the Berea MidPark High School Cheerleading Booster Program as both a former coach and a parent. And I will be presenting the first annual Susan Carver Memorial Scholarship. This is a $500 scholarship which will be given to a senior cheerleader who mirrors the values that were a core part of our friend Susan Carver. Susan was an integral part of the Berea City School District. She was a teacher at BPM, a parent of 2, almost 3 graduates, and she was the president of the newly established Cheerleading Booster Program. She managed her busy schedule with grace and with dignity, even when she was sick. Her optimism and her perseverance propelled our booster program forward, and her impact will be forever felt by those who succeed her. The recipient of this scholarship similarly impacts her school and her community. She impacts those around her by serving as a leader. She is creative. She brings positive energy to not only the cheer program, but to her other activities. She is a problem solver and a doer. She is going to study at Bowling Green State University. The first recipient of the Susan Carver Memorial Scholarship is Emma Carver. The scholarship committee selected an additional senior cheerleader who also represents some of the qualities of Mrs. Carver. This senior volunteers at the hospital. She manages a difficult class schedule. She dances full-time at a local studio. She is passionate about helping others, which is evidenced by her future in nursing after she earns her degree at Ohio State University. The second recipient of the Susan Carver Memorial Scholarship is Sarah Andrews.
Mrs. Susan Malone is here to present the Jason Malone Memorial Scholarship and the Realizing Your Potential RYP Scholarships.
Seniors, yeah, congratulations. Good evening, everyone. Jason Malone was my son. He was a talented student athlete who exhibited kindness, respect, and godly character both in and outside the sports arena. He lived his short life with an infectious smile, a caring heart, and a loving spirit. The Jason L. Malone Scholarship recognizes and honors these characteristics in Berea MidPark High School student athletes who also demonstrate high regard for academics, dedicated talent in sports, and genuine compassion for people. The primary fundraiser for this scholarship is a golf outing, which is coming soon in August. I had to put that plug in, you guys. So if you're interested, please check out the website, jasonmalonescholarship.org, for any information. Okay, back to business at hand. These two $1,000 scholarships are proudly awarded through the Berea Youth Sports Commission, and this year's recipients, I am proud to say, are Sylvia Bordova, did I kill it? And Noah Hopkins. It's so pretty. Thank you so much. Yes, I was. This girl she was in the play, Mary Poppins. Okay, me again. It is with much pleasure that I present the Realizing Your Potential Scholarship Award. Realizing Your Potential, or RYP, is a unique system of accountability, character building, self-actualization, and academic motivation. This voluntary program was originally designed to address the specific challenges encountered by our underrepresented students, and it provides supplemental support and resources that enables, empowers, and encourages positive and productive growth. I am very proud to present this year's award to a member that has been a faithful and an exemplary leader, devoted worker, and an outstanding student. She is a wonderful role model for the tenets of RYP, which include camaraderie, goodwill, honor, accountability, resilience, and excellence. Plus, she likes to talk. She's really good. This evening, I am very happy to present this year's RYP Award to Ms. Kendall Robinson-Jones. Congratulations.
At this time, I would like to welcome Nicole Lesnick and Stacey Miller to present the many PTA scholarships.
Thank you. My name is Stacey Miller. I'm up here representing PTA for the district. We have, I think, 33 scholarships to go to 33 very deserving students. I am a substitute teacher here at the high school, and I think I'm the only teacher who probably had every single one of these students at some point, and they are amazing. So without further ado, so we're not here forever, I will start. These are PTA Council scholarships which come from a Somerville trust that was endowed to us. There are 20 of them, and they are $1,000 each. So let me get through these first. Kendall Robinson Jones, again. McAllister Thomas. Oh. Ethan Barker. Isabella Gleason. Cadence DeLuise. Ross Rolland. Kayla Champion. Hallie Dasek. Gavin Walker. Brianna Wozniak. Megan Cullens. Samantha Smearman. Oh, okay. Here. We can put it. Okay. Fiona Kensing. Elizabeth Dorner. Kaylee Slipko. Milan Urbansal. Sylvia, and I'm sorry about your last name too. It's the money that counts. Alexis Rump. Emma Reardon. Sophia Torres. Okay, the next four, I think, well, the next two scholarships are $500 scholarships that go to, that are from Berea MidPark High School PTSA. The first recipient is Isabella Gleason and Kayla Champion. The next two scholarships are also from the high school PTSA. They are COVID Legacy Scholarships. The post-prom committee from last year had leftover monies, so they decided to contribute it towards scholarships. These are also two $500 scholarships for siblings who graduated in 2020. So that's who's receiving these today, 22 graduates. Hallie Dasek. And Fiona Kansing. All right. Berea MidPark Middle School also has two $500 scholarships. Isabella Gleason and Jafet Gonzalez Ramos. All right, Big Creek Legacy also has two scholarships for $500 each, Sierra Bashara and Natalie Raines. Natalie Raines. She here? All right, Brook Park Elementary, those that came from the Brookview branch.
R&B band.
What?
So it's Brookview and Brook Park Memorial.
Yeah. These are just the Brookview ones.
Thank you.
Okay. Kendall Robinson Jones. And again, Jafet Gonzalez Ramos. Yeah, they have 4. Also Brook Park Elementary, but those who hailed from BPM, Ethan Barker and Cadence Deloise. And the last 3 are from Grindstone. Gavin Walker. These are also $500. Elizabeth Dorner. And Megan Collins.
Our next presenter is Mr. Stephen Baylog. He is here to present the Eric J. Kratke Memorial Scholarship. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. 2019 marked the 5th anniversary of Eric's passing, and as a childhood friend of over 22 years, I wanted to do something to keep his memory alive. I reached out to a longtime friend, and most of you guys know her as Ms. Chronica, and I knew she worked here in the school district. And I just asked her, how can I do something to, keep Eric's name and his memory alive here in this district? She introduced me to the kind and amazing people here at the Education Foundation. And because of that short email exchange, the Eric J. Kratke Memorial Scholarship was formed. I can't thank her and Sarah enough for allowing me to do this every year. It's such a privilege. In the scholarship's first year, I only received 5 applicants. It was a little discouraging. I was like, what am I getting myself into? But this spring, I had the privilege to read the accomplishments and stories of 70 very deserving graduating seniors. Thank you all to who applied. With that being said, the recipient for this year's Eric J. Kratke Memorial Scholarship goes to future RN, Ms. Hannah Sensel.
Jennifer Chronica will now present the Stephen Parrish Jr. Scholarships.
I'm honored tonight on behalf of the family and friends of Steve to present the Stephen C. Parrish Jr. Memorial Scholarship to 3 exceptional students. These are $1,000 scholarships. Steve graced the halls of MidPark High School 20 years ago, where I first met him in marching band and was so fortunate to quickly call him my good friend. His kindness, positivity, and love for everyone around him are traits we seek to find in the recipients of this scholarship, as well as the leadership, academic excellence, community involvement, and passion for the arts that he had and displayed on a daily basis. We are excited to honor the following students as the recipients of this year's award: future students of Georgetown, Miami of Ohio, and Akron University. Please join me in congratulating Ethan Barker, Cadence Fleming, and Kennedy Goodwin.
Representing the Berea High School Alumni Association is Berea MidPark High School Social Studies teacher, William Boone.
Good evening. So we have 2 different categories from the Berea High Alumni Association. The first category is the Berea Brave Scholarship Award, and we're proud to award that to 2 different students. These are all $1,000 awards, by the way. Christina Yates and Cameron Kupek. Okay, for the second award, I'm going to give you a little bit of a background, and since I'm a history teacher, you're going to get a history lesson, and then there's a little bit of a love story there too, so I'm going to keep it brief though. Every year, we have an award called the Patricia Jane Rosbaugh Stewart Award, and she graduated from Berea High School. She was known as Patsy to her friends. She grew up on Eastland Road near Fowles Road, was an amazing student, and she was involved in a lot of activities and drama productions and all sorts of things, and she graduated in 1951. And her skill set allowed her to be hired at National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics, which was the forerunner to NASA. I didn't know that. Now you know that. History lesson, check, we got that part down. While she was there, she met Warner Stewart, and they fell in love, and they got married, and they spent the next 61 years together until she passed away in 2013. To celebrate the life of his Berea bride, Warner Stewart has funded a scholarship program through the Berea High Alumni Association, and we thank him greatly for his generous support in memory of Patricia Jane Rosbaugh Stewart. I feel confident, and I've had most of these students in my class, that she would love all of these worthy recipients tonight. So here we go. The first recipient is Liam Brown. Emma Carver. Bridget Bartlett. Hannah Sensel. Kaylee Carlson. Ian Taylor. Kaylee Slifko. Emily Bishop. Sophia Cintrone Calera. And last one, Cadence Posniak. Thank you and have a good night.
The Berea Historical Society Scholarship will be presented by Judy Stull.
Thank you and good evening. I'm so pleased tonight to represent the Historical Society. I'm a fourth-generation Berean and have been involved with the Historical Society for many years. And tonight I'm honored to present a $1,000 scholarship to a young woman who has really shown her interest in our community and its history. Christina Yates. Thank you.
Rotary member Linda Kramer will present the Berea Rotary Club scholarships.
Good evening. The Rotary Club of Berea presents 3 scholarships, $500 each. They are renewable for all 4 years of the student's college career. So if you maintain a really nice GPA and send us a copy of your grades. You'll get another check every year for 4 years. We award 2 scholarships to Berea MidPark High School students and 1 to a Berea MidPark student who is also a Polaris student. The first scholarship goes to a young lady who plans on studying communication sciences and disorders at John Carroll. She eventually will become a speech pathologist. She's active in marching band and student council. Bridget Bartlett. The second award goes to a young lady who wants to study communications and possibly become a writer. She needs to talk to me because that's what I do for a living. I'm a writer. She's active in track, soccer, as a class officer, and the captain of the cheer team. Emma Carver. The Polaris Scholarship goes to a young lady who really impressed us because she plans on going into an industry that is mainly male-dominated. That doesn't seem to intimidate her at all. She plans on studying construction management at Kent State and is currently working as a project engineer intern on a construction project in Akron. Fiona Kanzik.
Next up this evening is Booster D. DiVincenzo, who will now present the Berea MidPark High School Athletic Boosters Scholarships. Welcome.
Good evening. The Berea MidPark Athletic Booster Organization is deeply committed to assisting our student athletes. As the booster president, I am deeply honored to award 5 $1,000 scholarships this evening to 5 very deserving student athletes. These 5 recipients not only excelled in their sports, they set the bar higher for much more student athletes to come. There were many record breakers in this group. They also were very diligent in their academic studies. They managed to volunteer in their communities, and they managed to overcome many obstacles and do so many things in their everyday life, and I commend all 5 of you. The first recipient is Emma Carver. Abigail Calloway. Cameron Kupak. Ethan Losnick. And Samantha Smearman.
I probably should have mentioned our girls softball team is playing as we speak, and 2 of our Sams are on the team. So hopefully they'll be here by the end of the night. Mary Jo Rickel will present the Berea MidPark High School Orchestra Boosters Scholarships.
Good evening. The Orchestra Boosters are proud to present 2 $500 scholarships to students in recognition of their hard work and dedication, appreciation for sharing their musical talents, and in celebration of all of their accomplishments. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipients, McAllister Thomas and Elizabeth Dorner. Thank you.
Representing the Buckeye Association of School Administrators is our Director of Personnel and Employee Relations, Mr. Vincenzo Ruggiero.
Having had the pleasure and the fortune of working in our schools my entire career, I'm very proud to represent these two organizations that, through their scholarship efforts, encourage our students and our future educators to pursue a career teaching and in our schools. So may I begin, please, with Buckeye Association of School Administrators Scholarship, presented to Emma Reardon. And then the Buckeye Association of School Administrators Scholarship to Julia Kavanaugh.
College Now is a nonprofit organization with which Berea School District contracts to help families understand financial aid and complete the FAFSA, among other things. This year, they're giving 9 scholarships. So in the past, it was usually 4 or 5. Here to present their scholarships is Dr. Ann Gates, our outstanding College Now advisor.
Good evening, everyone. It has been my privilege this year to work at Berea MidPark High School with the outstanding students. College Now's mission is to increase post-secondary educational attainment through college and career access advising, financial aid, counseling, and scholarship and retention services. One of the means by which we do this is through school-based advising in 6 counties throughout Northeast Ohio. Students in schools served by College Now advisors and who meet the qualifications for the award are eligible to apply for the College Now Greater Cleveland Scholarship. A scholarship committee selects the recipients for this competitive award on the basis of a written application. This renewable scholarship also engages recipients in a one-on-one mentoring program throughout their college career. For this, they are paired with a currently active or retired professional from Northeast Ohio with whom they have one or more shared interests. These individuals volunteer their time to support our undergraduate students. It is my distinct pleasure to present the College Now Traditional Scholarship to the following 8 students. Brandon Addison. Giuseppe Carino. Emily Johnson. Olivia Phillips. Charity Reagan. Shelby Rofeld. Mayor Wadan. Angeli Whitman. I also have the pleasure of announcing the Phi Beta Kappa Scholarship. Founded in December 1776 in Williamsburg, Virginia, Phi Beta Kappa is regarded as America's most prestigious academic honor society. Its name originates from the motto, "Love of learning is the guide of life." And from the beginning, the group's focus has been a dedication to liberal arts and sciences education. Among its members over the years have been 17 U.S. presidents, 42 Supreme Court justices, and more than 150 Nobel laureates. The Phi Beta Kappa Scholarship, sponsored by College Now, recognizes one student from Northeast Ohio who plans to pursue undergraduate study in the liberal arts. This individual has met the prize's rigorous academic requirements, has been active in the schooling community, and has demonstrated a love of learning. Congratulations to Noah Hopkins as recipient of the 21-22 Phi Beta Kappa Scholarship.
Our next scholarship is the Middleburg Heights Friends of the Library Scholarship, which will be presented by board member Corey Ferris.
Good evening. Tonight, I'm actually representing the Friends of the Middleburg Heights Library as their treasurer. And I'm happy to be presenting the scholarships to this year's winners. The Friends of the Library is a group that helps finance programs and encourage community involvement, all in an effort to enhance the library experience for our community. In 2011, the Friends began awarding scholarships to graduating high school seniors who reside in the city of Middleburg Heights. Anyone who is involved with a nonprofit can attest it can be really difficult to recruit new members. But with people being pulled in multiple directions nowadays, it can be even more difficult to come and to get members to sit on a committee. Something that I've noticed, however, is that we never are in need of volunteers to be on our scholarship committee. Over the years, our committee has been filled with former teachers, businessmen and women, library staff, all who are delighted to be part of this process. Seeing firsthand the quality and quantity of students is always a pleasure, and they all truly enjoy reading the essays and learning about the applicants, even without knowing their names. So thank you to all the seniors who submitted their applications for consideration. I'm sure that everyone is going to go on to do wonderful things. So without further ado, on behalf of the Friends of the Middleburg Heights Library, I am happy to congratulate the following Berea MidPark High School seniors as our 2022 scholarship recipients. Sierra Bashara, and Isabella Gleason. Thank you.
Jim McClellan and Chris Arnold are here to present 2 new scholarships.
Good evening. Congratulations to the young men and women here on the stage. The H2O Foundation is really based out of a couple of individuals that I've grown up with and worked with in my life. Based out of the city of Brunswick, we've taken a need-based process to what we do on a normal basis with giving back at Christmas, back-to-school supplies, somebody calling up and just saying they need a handicap ramp built for somebody coming back from the hospital, so we buy in that way. So it's been a need base for about 14 years, and in 2017, we thought about what about rewarding something that's positive that happens on a daily basis, and we started rewarding graduating seniors in the city of Brunswick in that district, giving away 4 $1,000 scholarships. In mind, in the last 5 years, we've raised $250,000 in our district and giving it back on a need basis, and also rewarding some success. I've always had a vision to take it to neighboring school districts, and one that's always been part of it is the Berea School District. My wife taught here for 25 years, so I looked for an avenue to grow it and be able to trust somebody to do that, and I have 3 individuals that have supported us for years, been part of H2O, and given their time and efforts back in our community, which is Tracy Wheeler, Michael Draves, and Chris Arnold. So it made it an easy process for us to say, let's enter the Berea School District. I have somebody that we can trust, and they're going to take it to the next level. So we're excited to say this past year we were able to touch 5 families This year, we're able to give away two $1,000 scholarships. We have an annuity in place through our foundation that will allow these scholarships to go on for life between the two school districts, and will continue to grow from there. We do something a little different than read the application and hand out or choose from the application. We narrow it down when we're giving away four scholarships or two scholarships to four individuals, and we bring them in for an interview process. Mom, dad, or the guardian brings them in and try to make it fun, but it's also an awkward situation for a young individual to answer questions about what do they want to do for their life, or how are they going to impact their community. When they're impacting their community now, what are they going to do when they go off to school and they no longer have the extracurriculars they've been part of? So we were able to touch four individuals for about an hour of an interview process. Each one of them left an impression in my life. To do things different. They have a different mindset to what's going on, so it was a pleasure to meet each one of them. Unfortunately, we can only give away two this year, and I'm honored to say the first two recipients of the H2O Foundation Scholarship here in the Berea MidPark District is Sophia Torres and Noah Hopkins.
We're excited to announce another new scholarship tonight, the Impact Scholarships. Presenting the Impact Scholarships this evening is Stacey Miller Langendorfer.
Thank you. I'm here representing Impact, which is is an advocacy group that supports the gifted students, and Impact stands for Parents, Administration, Children, and Teachers. So we do have, would love to have everybody here. When I'm looking at this group, since we were representing the gifted program, you're looking at the best of the best. And I want the students to, one, appreciate, and I would personally like to thank the district for how you support the gifted students, because you truly challenge them and encourage them to be the best of themselves. And I would like you students to make sure that you thank the teachers or staff members who wrote your recommendations, because when looking at the best of the best, it was a challenge, and it was really truly the recipient was chosen based on the recommendation of one of the letters. It was what determined it. So today I'd like to recognize. Oh, I forgot to tell you that this is also the group that was the very first group to be in the have the option to do the self-contained classrooms. So because my child is gifted, I know that they had the choice to go to a brand new school and work together as a cohort. So I do want to also remind people of that awesomeness here at the district. And the two winners of our scholarship this year is McAllister Thomas and Ethan Barker. And they look like they dressed the part today.
Joan Satow will now present another new scholarship, the James B. Hovanek Memorial Scholarship.
Hello, I'm with the Berea Fine Arts Club here in Berea. I've been a member for a few years now. This is my first time awarding this scholarship. Applications were taken from high school graduating seniors who live in Berea, Middleburg, Strongsville, Brook Park, Olmsted Falls, or Columbia Station, who have been accepted to an accredited college or university or art school with an intended major of the visual arts. The Berea Fine Arts Club was founded in 1933 with the purpose to further study and development of fine arts to promote and encourage the interest in the cultural life of our community. James B. Hovanek who the scholarship is named after, was a loyal and active member of the Berea Fine Arts Club, who lived his life with the same mission. Jim was a man of many talents, always willing to share his knowledge, often while demonstrating his blacksmithing techniques at local art shows or from his home forge with his wife Anne at his side. His love for his art, his family, and his strong work ethic made him a loved and respected pillar of the community. The Berea Fine Arts Club wishes to pay tribute to Jim and honor his legacy with this annual memorial scholarship. Our meetings are held the second Wednesday of the month at the historic Little Red Schoolhouse on Bagley Road. All are welcome to attend. New members are always welcome. And our artist members are a very wide range of medium and are willing to share skills, advice, great way to network with the other artists in the community. The award goes to Lamarty Varga for being the recipient. Is he here? Congratulations. Don't see him? Should I give this to you?
Stephanie Morley will now present the Kiwanis Club of Berea Scholarships.
Good evening. As a member of the Berea Kiwanis Club and chairman of the Scholarship Committee, this year we are very pleased to be able to present 5 $2,000 scholarships. So please join me in congratulating our recipients. The first is a recipient of the Key Club Kiwanis Scholarship. It is a member of the Key Club, which is, it's an arm of Kiwanis, one of our student groups. And at the high school level, it is a Key Club. And our winner of that is Ella Powell. Our next scholarship will go to Mylan Urbanic. It's the Polaris Scholarship. Mylan, I lost your... The third recipient of a scholarship is McAllister Thomas. Our fourth scholarship winner is Sylvia Bordeaux. And our last scholarship recipient is Sophia Cintron Calero.
Board member Dr. Neil Postal is here to present the Middleburg Heights Kiwanis Club scholarships.
Good evening, and thank you for having us this evening. On behalf of the Middleburg Heights Kiwanis Club, I want to congratulate all the students here and those who could not attend on their upcoming commencement. It's a great achievement for the students and the parents and the family that have supported them. We have a few scholarships this evening. As said earlier, we're a service organization. Our scholarships are based on service to the community and to the school, as well as academics, leadership, and a couple other factors. Our first scholarship is for Polaris Career Center from the Middleburg Heights Kiwanis Club, and it's for Sierra Bishara. Our next scholarship is for a student from Berea MidPark High School. It's the Henry C. Postal Memorial Scholarship, and this year's awardee is Emma Carver. And our last scholarship is for the Randolph C. Leach Memorial Key Club Scholarship, which is, as was mentioned earlier, a service organization within the high school that the Kiwanis Club sponsor. And our recipient is Ella Powell.
Claudia Motiu will present the Middleburg Heights Chamber of Commerce scholarships.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Claudia Motiu, and I serve as the Executive Director of the Middleburg Heights Chamber of Commerce. I am very proud to be here tonight and to be able to award these scholarships. We have 2 scholarships that we are awarding in the amount of $1,000 each. Our scholarship review committee had a very difficult time in selecting the recipients. Everyone was more than deserving. Tonight, I'd like to present the 2 scholarships, however, to Sierra Bishar. And the second one goes to Samantha Smearman. Thank you. I almost want to break out into a commencement speech, but I won't.
Captain Mike Monicki is here to present the Middleburg Heights Fire Department Local 2018 Scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all the graduates. On behalf of the Middleburg Heights Fire Department Association of Professional Firefighters, Local 2018, we have a scholarship going to Kelsey Gavalachek for $750.
The Middleburg Heights Women's Club Scholarships will be presented by Lori Bortolotto.
Hello. As scholarship chairwoman, I have the honor to present 2 $1,000 each scholarship awards to 2 exemplary women. The first is Sierra Bishara. And the second is Kelsey Kovacic. Thank you so much. Thank you.
The MidPark Alumni Association scholarships will be presented by member Dan Mizenko. And here is Dan. He doesn't need to sit down.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dan Mizenko. I'm a product of the Berea school system. I'm graduated 1970 from MidPark High School, and I'm the president of the MidPark High School Alumni Association. It's the first time I've been here. I do know that the association has been giving out scholarships for quite a few years. I'm happy to say this is the second year we've also incorporated a scholarship to the Polaris students now. So with that said, I have a scholarship here for Natalie Raines. Congratulations. Keaton Crawford. Congratulations. And Josh Evanson. Thank you for your time. Good luck, students.
At this time, NHS Advisor Kitty Pinter will now present the National Honor Society scholarships.
Hello, good evening. My name is Kitty Pinter. I want to give a big congratulations to the class of 2022. Some of my favorite people are right up here on the stage, and I'm sure there's some of your very favorite people as well. So you've done an awesome job, moms, dads, grandparents. You should be very proud. I loved working with them. Tonight I'm here representing the Berea MidPark chapter of the National Honor Society, along with my good friend and colleague, Mr. Scott Pison. We run this organization for about the past 20 years. It's been an honor and a privilege to work with the students in this group. This group is one that's based on 4 pillars of leadership, scholarship, character, and service. And the students chosen to be members of our group really exemplify those pillars in all that they do. And we hope that beyond the walls of Berea MidPark, that they hold true to those pillars and the standards of the National Honor Society. So tonight, it gives me great pleasure to present 2 scholarships, one in the amount of $1,000 and the second one in the amount of $500 to 2 very worthy members of the class of 2022. So without further ado, I would like to call up the first recipient of the $1,000 scholarship is Ms. Sophia Torres. Congratulations. So exciting. And then I would like to continue with the presentation, awarding our second scholarship in the amount of $500 to J.R. McCandless. He's not here this evening, but we're pleased and proud to share this with him at the next opportunity. Thank you.
Jason Klein is here representing the Quarry Masonic Lodge 382.
Good evening. My name is Jason Klein. I'm the Worshipful Master here at Quarry Lodge number 382, which is right across Bagley Road here. And the Masonic fraternity is focused on the betterment of ourselves, each other, and our community. And in service of that, we deliver a scholarship every year. It's one of the things that we do. And I have a scholarship here for Sophia Cintron Calero. Sophia, here you are. One moment. Sorry, I don't mean to hold you up here. But we do things a little bit different through Quarry. We have a strawberry social to celebrate your scholarship every year, and this year it's on June 29th. I've enclosed a letter in your envelope there, and the details are in there, but we'd like to see you there. Thank you.
By far the presenters that traveled the farthest, another new scholarship will be presented by Mr. and Mrs. Laraquente.
Good evening, everyone. May God bless you and your families. It is an honor to be here today to present the Rachel M. Laraquente Scholarship to the recipient. Our son established this fund after his sister passed away, who graduated to heaven in 2009. Prior to his graduation, he was actually valedictorian of 2011 in Berea, and he since has graduated from Wittenberg. Today he's not here because he's actually preparing for another deployment. He serves in the Army and National Guard, and this will be his second deployment. So it is our honor to present to Ms. Ariane Redonda the scholarship for 2000 on behalf of our son and our family. We thank you for this opportunity.
The Richard Nofo Memorial Scholarship will be presented by Dustin, Amanda, and Richard Knofel.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Amanda Knofel. My two brothers and I all graduated from MidPark High School. We lost our dad, Richard Knofel, quickly and unexpectedly on August 30th, 2021, at 61 years old to stage 4 sarcoma. Our dad was a proud member of our community for over 30 years. Ricky played baseball, Dustin wrestled and is now the assistant coach at the middle school, and me, being the least athletic of the three, decided to be stat girl for wrestling. Our dad was always very fond of Coach Bosco and Coach Fleming. There were days that we would be with them all day for tournaments, and our parents never had to worry. They always knew we were in good hands and had two great role models on our side. The wrestling program held a special place in our dad's heart, along with the rest of the Knofel family. That is why we decided to give the first Richard Knofel Memorial Scholarship to two graduating wrestlers. We are very happy that this was made possible by the love and support of our friends and our family that knew and loved our dad, and know that this is something that he would be proud to be a part of. We wish these two nothing but the best in their upcoming adventure. We are honored to give the first Richard Knofel Memorial Scholarship to Jafet Gonzalez Ramos, and Ian Taylor.
Diane Joy from the West Suburban Optimist Club is here to present their scholarships.
Congratulations. I'd like you to remember to start your day with optimism and end each day with gratitude. And with that, we have three $1,000 scholarships. The first one goes to Nava Harrison. The second one goes to Sarah Krusta. If I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. Last but not least, Reagan. Let's see. Bonita? No. Fuente. Fuente. Here you go, honey. Thank you.
Congratulations to the Baldwin Wallace University scholarship winners, Lucas Petrus and Samantha Smearman. Dr. Smithford. Sorry for the confusion. Oh! Sam, don't go anywhere. You missed a couple. Did you guys win?
No.
Oh. Sorry to bring it up. All right, Samantha Smearman, Berea PTA Council. And Middleburg Heights Chamber of Commerce. The Berea Learning Farm scholarships and the Berea Garden Club scholarships both go to Samantha Roth. I figured I'd save her coming up twice. Berea MidPark High School Performing Arts Boosters scholarships are presented to Audrey Peer for choir and Sierra Bishara for drama. We will now present the Brook Park Booster Scholarships to Kendall Robinson Jones, Emma Carver, Julia Gorman. And the August Sunny DeMario Brook Park Booster Scholarship goes to Taylor McAlee. The Opsy Memorial Scholarship goes to Natalie Rains. Phil and Lisa Palmason are proud Berea residents who started a mental health counseling and wellness practice in our community in 2020. They are proud to sponsor their first local scholarship to provide support and encourage the formal education of our students. This candidate was chosen based on their intended major in the field of psychology as well as their resilience in spite of challenges along their journey. Resilience is defined as the ability to handle difficulties in ways that foster strength and growth, emerging stronger than we were before. On behalf of the Palm Wellness Group, we would like to present Brianna Wozniak the Palm Wellness Scholarship. The Corporal Brad D. Squires Memorial Fund Scholarship is in honor of Berea graduate Corporal Brad D. Squires, who was killed in action on June 9, 2005. Sorry, he was a great guy. Congratulations, McAllister Thomas. The winner of the Brook Park Firefighters Local 1141 Scholarship is Julia Gorman.
I will now present the Charles T. Urbansal Memorial Scholarships. Chuck was a huge believer in education, whether it be college or technical training, and he worked tirelessly to send all of his children to college. When he began his own business, he set up a scholarship for all of the children of his employees. 3 generations of his family attended Berea High or Berea MidPark High School, so in honor of him, I would like to give these scholarships to Caitlin Carlson, and Laith Jahari.
Shanine Hawkins and Lori Scriven will honor the Education Foundation scholarships.
Good evening. My name is Lori Scriven, and I'm a trustee of the Education Foundation, an independent nonprofit organized to support educational enrichment in the Berea City School District. In 1997, the foundation awarded its first 2 scholarships for a total of $2,000. Since our inception, we have awarded $638,350 in student scholarships. As our organization grew, we added grants to be awarded to staff for enrichment opportunities. In total, we have been able to award $1,217,404. This year, we are proud to present 36 scholarships totaling $37,500. We are pleased to announce a new scholarship this year named in memory of Todd Richardson, a MidPark graduate and successful journalist. Many of our scholarships will be presented by their donors this evening, as is listed in your program. Anna? Anna. Where's Anna? Yes.
Good evening. This is the Board of Education Scholarship. Members of the Board of Education have been contributing annually to this scholarship fund since the year 2000. It is open to all BCSD seniors and is selected by the Scholarship Committee of the Education Foundation. It is a privilege to present the Board of Education Scholarship to 2 outstanding students with very bright futures. Matthew Bocci and Sofia Torres. My next scholarship is a scholarship awarded to a student who intends to become a teacher. Education runs deep in my family. My mother-in-law started it all by teaching right here in Berea at Smith School way back in the late 1960s, and later serving on the school board. My husband John and I are both teachers, and our daughter Julia, who graduated from BMHS a few years ago, is currently looking for her first teaching job. My brother is a middle school teacher in Florida, and my husband's sister is a high school principal in Oregon. It is an honor to present this year's Chapman Family Scholarship to future educator Nevaeh Harrison.
Hi, I'm Don Auble from the class of 62, Berea High class of 62, the last class before MidPark opened. So if you do the math, that's 6 decades ago, and it makes me 78 years old. So we're having our 60th reunion this year. At our 50th, we had half of the class members there. So I hope your class stays close and value those friendships. I have a $1,000 scholarship from the class of 62 for Leah Miklow. Where are you going to school? Oh, I did graduate.
Good evening. My name is Jack Drays. I represent the Berea City Club. First, I'd like to congratulate all the students, especially the class of 2022, on all their accomplishments this past year. As I said, I represent the Berea City Club. The Berea City Club was started by Mayor Stan Trupo in 1998. Our mission is to promote positive civic interests for the betterment of the community of Berea. Over our 24 years as an organization, the Berea City Club has raised and donated over $1 million to various clubs, organizations, and projects in the city of Berea. Some of our donations include the clock tower in the Berea Triangle, the press box and stands at Lou Groza football field, and most recently a commitment to donate $100,000 to the Berea MidPark High School makerspace. Tonight, it is my privilege and honor to present 2 Berea City Club scholarships in the amount of $1,000 each to Sofia Cintron Calero, and Lucas Petras.
My name is Tom Morton. I'm a proud member of the Berea High School class of 1976. During our 40th class reunion, we started to organize a scholarship fund to award to different students at Berea MidPark High School. It is awarded each year to 1 or 2 students, depending on the funding. The criteria: the student has to live in Berea, they have to show academic excellence, have to write a compelling essay for the committee. And what that means is we read all the essays and we say, we like this candidate or that candidate. One of the things I've discovered as I've gotten older is that memories are my most precious resource. And this student that we selected founded the Berea High School and the MidPark High School archive committees, created a website allowing alumni from Berea and Berea MidPark to tour the school before it was torn down. She plans to study public history in college, is currently ranked in the top 15% of her senior class. This scholarship is awarded to Christina Yates.
I'm Nancy Dowd, also from the class of 76. Our second recipient, like many of her classmates, is in the National Honor Society, Student Council, and is on the Link crew. She has been a cheerleader throughout high school and played tennis. Outside of school, she helps with the 2nd Calvary Baptist Church day camp. Throughout her high school years, she constantly reassessed herself, always looking for ways to make self-improvements in her school and personal life. She worked to help support her family and even started her own small business. She constantly challenges herself and does not use obstacles as an excuse, but rather as building blocks to reach her goals. The Berea High School class of 76 is proud to be a part of the foundation for Roxanne Jones to attend The Ohio State University, where she will major in business.
I'm Don DeFrancisco, here to award the third annual DeFrancisco Family Medical Scholarship. The first year was unfortunately online. Last year was socially distanced, but this year, very happy to be able to give the award to a real person, Samantha Birch.
Hello, I'm Thomas Conti. I'm one of the art teachers here at Berea MidPark High School. And I'm here to present the Fred Graff Art Scholarship Award. This year's recipient is Elise Simmons. Congratulations.
Good evening. I'm Greg Hanchuk, and I am the offensive line coach here for the Titans, and this year's Madsey Lyman Scholarship Award winner is Joe Strobar. And I'll make sure he gets it.
I'm Tom Nosek. My wife Corky and I both graduated from Berea High School on June 10th, 1965. Both of us agree that we can trace success in our careers. Corky teaching drama, establishing the Academy of Children's Theater, being involved in many aspects of theater for pre-K through high school students, and having extensive experience in the administration of the International Federation of Women's Clubs. And me conducting original biomedical research, teaching medical master's and PhD students, and serving in the administration of Case Western Reserve's medical school. We trace these successes to the strong academic foundation that we received at the Berea High School. And we are pleased to have established 2 scholarships to help 2 Berea MidPark High School graduates each year go on to advanced studies.
It's my pleasure to present the Art Scholarship to McAllister Thomas.
And I'm pleased to give the Science Scholarship to Kendall Robinson Jones.
As Todd Richardson wrote to me when I graduated, your name is you. You are your name. Anything above or below it is you, and anything attached to it is you. I am proud to give this award to someone whose name represents a writer with integrity, honesty, and passion. We hope you find the rewarding life in writing that Todd did. On behalf of the Richardson family and my Uncle Todd, I am pleased to give the Todd Richardson Memorial Scholarship to Megan Cullens.
Assisting in the presentation of our remaining awards this year is Shanine Hawkins, a member of our scholarship reading team. And I want to thank all of our readers for their dedication in the evaluation process.
Good evening. All right. The Brian Atkins Scholarship was established to honor the memory of Brian Atkins, a 1981 graduate of Berea High School. Through the work and generosity of those who love Brian, we present this year's scholarship to Isabella Gleason. The Dr. J.R. Andrzejczyk Scholarship bears the name of a former superintendent of the Berea City Schools and is awarded to a student who has shown academic achievement and community involvement. This year's scholarship winner is Anna Zarnecki. The Berea Federation of Teachers is awarding 2 scholarships. The first academic achievement goes to Ethan Barker. Their second, the Future Educator Scholarship, is awarded to Reagan Pruente. The Berea MidPark High School Activities Department Scholarship is presented to a graduating senior who has a history of participation in the school's extracurricular programs. This year's recipient is Jessica Crossan. The Jessica Lee Brown Scholarship was named in memory of Jessica, who was a student at Berea High School and would have graduated with her class in 2004. This year's award goes to Christina Yates. The James V. Connell Scholarship bears the name of a former superintendent of the Berea City Schools and is awarded to a deserving graduating senior. This year's scholarship winner is Kayla Champion. The Rob Deutsch Memorial Scholarship, which is being presented to honor Rob Deutsch, a former teacher in the district, is being awarded to 2 students, Samantha Schwab and Jillian McDonald. The Florea Family Scholarship was established to honor the memory of Brian James Florea, who is a graduate of MidPark High School and Baldwin Wallace College. This year's award goes to Cameron Kupak. The Dr. Paul C. Gallagher Scholarship is awarded to honor Dr. Gallagher, a former superintendent of the Berea City Schools. The recipient of this year's Gallagher Scholarships are Ethan Dort, and Abdur Saeed. Riser Foods and Giant Eagle fund the Giant Eagle Scholarship. The recipient of this scholarship is Keaton Crawford. The Jill Herrick Future Teacher Scholarship was created by Ms. Herrick, a retired Berea City School District teacher. Elise Simmons is this year's recipient. Neil and Lynette Heshy were beloved educators and administrators in the Berea City School District. The Neil and Lynette Heshy Scholarship goes to Brianna Wozniak. Dr. Dean Kelly was a longtime administrator in the Berea City School District. Dr. Kelly was the consummate teacher and administrator. The recipient of the Dean Kelly Scholarship is Cadence DeLuise. Jeff King was a dedicated social studies teacher in the Berea School District and a well-respected community leader. This year's recipient of the Jeffrey D. King Scholarship is Malone Urbansal. The Sue Ann Thayer Cratcher Memorial Scholarship was established to remember Sue Ann, a swimming and businesswoman who was a 1973 graduate of Berea High School. This year's award goes to Ethan Barker. The Joe Stitt Memorial Scholarship is awarded in memory of Joe Stitt, a writer and athlete and a 1981 graduate of Berea High School. This year's recipient is Ian Taylor. Bob Studier Jr. was a 1999 graduate of MidPark High School. He was an accomplished athlete in both football and baseball, praised and remembered by his coaches as hardworking and a true team player. This year's Bob Studier Jr. Scholarship goes to Samantha Smearman. Paul Swalling was a dedicated teacher in the Berea City School District. This year, the Paul Swalling Memorial Scholarship goes to Cadence Fleming. The DJ Thoreau Scholarship is awarded to a student graduating from one of the Polaris Mechanical Engineering programs. This year's recipient is Cadence Posniak.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Education Foundation, we congratulate all of these recipients and again thank our generous donors who made all these scholarships possible.
I have one final local scholarship. The Berea Fighter Fighters Local 1836 Scholarship goes to Abigail Calloway. I'm very excited to say that we just gave away $141,500. I'd like to echo what Dr. Smithberger said about these guys bringing back that money and staying local. Go off, get educated, and come back to our community, okay? Each donating group has their own process for distribution of the scholarships. Some students have their checks in their folders, so parents and guardians do not let them throw that away till they check. Others will be invited to a group meeting to be presented with their checks, and some require proof of a student having a schedule at the college, and then they'll release the money directly to the college. The groups will reach out to the winners to let them know how to proceed with the schedules and things like that, usually by email. Mrs. Kronika put a letter in the student packet stating how they'll receive the scholarship. Again, seniors, congratulations on a job well done. I'm glad that you were able to have, like I said, a normal senior year. Have a great prom tomorrow if you're going. Be safe, and congratulations.